Hey guys, it's Whiskey again, and this is a video of me on a Pycno versus a Metri, and it's a 1v1. So you might know the Pycno is a really powerful dinosaur playable right now. A lot of people think it's OP, needs to be nerfed. I think maybe just some slight adjustments on the knockback would be fine. And it's very good against bigger, slower targets, but not so good against mid-tier dinosaurs that can outturn you, like a Metri. In fact, a Metri is probably the worst thing a Pycno could fight. So I knew I was in trouble on this one. One thing you can always do is just charge away from it, like I'm doing right here. I'm actually repositioning up on this ramp because I want to try to get to a spot where I can knock it into the water. So that was my plan here, but you normally could just, especially if it's a pack of Metris, you just run away. You can use your charge ability to outrun it, and you don't have to worry about it that way. You'll outstam it and outrun it, and you can just get away from them. But in the event that you do have to fight a Metri, this is the best way to do it. Get yourself in a tight spot where it can't run circles around you, and especially if you can get into a cliff like this or a ledge where you can knock them off. Onto the ground where they could die, or even in water is fine because Metris are horrible swimmers. So this guy knows that I'm trying to knock him in, so he's smart to stay down there. He does come up. This was dangerous on his part. I almost got him in there. He can't do that too many times. He's going to be risking it. But I'm at a pretty big disadvantage being on the Pycno against a Metri, so I've got to use the terrain as much as possible to my advantage. The other thing you can do is stand in the water, try to stand knee-high in the water against a Metri, because if they get to a point where they're swimming, then they're pretty much a sitting duck. So you can see I missed my charge, but he still screws up trying to avoid my charge and falls in the water. So this is what I was hoping for in the beginning. So now he's in a really bad spot because he's losing all of his stamina swimming. He's a really slow swimmer. If any kind of predator, aquatic predator, comes right now, he's dead. And there's only a little small section here where he can get up. So I just have to wait for him and knock him back in the water or bite him. So somehow I missed the knockback there. I guess I did it a little bit too early and he's able to get out. But I'm in a really good spot because he's damaged and he's low on stamina, no doubt. So I know I can probably tank some hits here and just try to stand in place and trade bite for bite. Now I've really got to prevent him from healing at this point. I don't have any bleed or anything to stop his heals, so I've really got to try to press the fight here and get as much damage on him as possible. I do have Juggernaut on right now, so I'm doing a lot less damage at slow speeds like this. The tail is mainly just to keep him away from me. If I can knock him into the water with it, I will, but I charge it up mainly just to keep him off from tail riding me. He's using the rocks and the terrain wisely as well here, but it's going to also prevent him from being able to tail ride me as easily. At this point he's death scarred, so I know I've got it. I think he's trying to make a break for it. I think he was thinking that I could not jump that, but I could. And I'm a much better swimmer than him. I don't see any predators down there, so I'm going to take the risk and go for it. I can beat him in water all day long. So basically just use the terrain as your advantage. This is a tactic that you can use on any dinosaur, and it's one of the strongest tactics you can use in Path of Titans. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. That's how you can beat a Metri on a Pycno. Please give me a comment if you have any questions, and like and subscribe. Hope to see you out there in Gondola. Goodbye.